Welcome then to this lesson on forming and solving simultaneous equations. Here's the starter. So pause this, have a go, and come back when you're ready. Okay, welcome back. Here we go then. Remember with these things, I always label them equation 1 and equation 2. Remember the goal is to, I tend to match the y's up, try and get the same number in front of the y's. At the moment they're different, but I know that 4 and 14, the lowest common multiple of those two is 28. 28 is the smallest number they both go into. So I can make them both into 28y. That means I have to multiply the top equation by 2, because 14 times 2 is 28. So 10 times 2 is 20x's. 90 times 2 is 180. I call that equation 3 because it's changed. And then 4 times 7 is 28. And again, 4x times 7 is 28. X, 28 times 7 is 196. Call that equation 4. Remember now, when you've got the same signs, you subtract the equations. Remember the saying, same sign subtract. Because 28 is bigger than 20, I will do equation 4, take away equation 3. And so 28x take away 20x is 8x. The y's are going to cancel out. 196 minus 180 is 16. Divide by 8. And x is 2. And remember then to find y. Pick an equation. Substitute x back in. And then solve for y. I'll pick equation 2. So if you put it into equation 2 now, remember, then 4x means 4 times x. Well, 4 times 2 is 8. So you're going to get 8 plus 4y is 28. See, because 4 times 2 is 8. Subtract the 8. So 4y equals 20. And then divide by 4. You get y equals 5. Okay? That's the starter done. So on to this first example. And pause the video here, have a go, and then come back when you're ready. Okay, welcome back. This question is going to be easy, and hopefully you've spotted why. Because if you read the text, rectangle C has got a perimeter of 28 centimeters. So if you add up all the sides of rectangle C, they add to make 28. Well, remember, because it's a rectangle, those two are the same. Those two are the same. D is also a rectangle. So you've got two pairs of matching sides. Remember, perimeter means add up the sides. So if you look at shape C, if you add up all these sides, it must equal 28. But see, if you add these sides up, you're going to think about the x's first of all. You've got 2 x's and 2 more x's. That'll be 4 x's there. And think about the y's. Well, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks familiar to me. Look at shape D as well. When you add these up, you're supposed to make 90. Okay? Here. Make 90 here. But then if we add up the x's then, you're going to have 3, 6, 8, 10. So 10 x's. And look at the y's. You've got 2, 4, 9, 14. And you should notice now that, you could try and solve these, column 1 and 2. But what's the point? Because you've done it for the starter. I know they're in a different order, but it doesn't make any difference at all, does it? Okay? All right? We solved those already. They're the exact same equations. So I think we said away from the starter that x was equal to, I've forgotten already, sorry. X equals 2 and y equals 5. The skill in it is just to form the equations, then you can solve them as normal. Okay, one more example then. Here, I'll again pause the video, have a go, and come back when you're ready. Okay, this is a bit more complicated, but these green lines are parallel because they got arrows on them, okay? And they look parallel as well, but they are parallel. Where do we start here? I mean, I know, and you should know from work on bearings, for example, and parallel lines that, see, whenever you see this shape here, some people say it's a C shape. See if I go over it, yeah, this would be a C shape. Okay, maybe I'll get rid of the green. Let me get rid of the green a minute, and I'll put it back in yellow. And we know the lines are parallel. See, if you see this C shape here, these are called allied angles, and you should know that allied angles add to 180 degrees. So I hope you see that that means that 5x minus 2y must equal 100, because 100 plus 180, sorry, 100 plus 80 does make 180. All right, I'll call that equation 1. What can we do then with these green boys here? Well, again, you should realize that there's like an F shape here, but these are called corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are equal. All right. So if I put this one up here 2 seconds, this one gets a bit messier. Because they're equal, you can write this down. Okay, they are equal, so you can put that down. And remember, if we're going to solve equations simultaneously, we don't want this number here. We just want x's and y's on the left-hand side. But that's no problem, right? Because I can just add the 16 on to get rid of it. And you'll get 4x add 5y is 146. So if I put that down here now, and I will call this equation 2. I'm going to match the y's up again, and I notice that 5 and 2 are both going into 10. 10 is the lowest common multiple. So I'm going to make that minus 10y and this plus 10y times the top one by 5, because 2 times 5 is 10. So 25x minus 10y is 500, sorry, call that equation 3. This one, 5 times 2 is 10. So 8x plus 10y would be 292. Remember now, if they've got different signs, you add them together. Okay? Same sign subtract, different signs add. So if you do equation 3, add equation 4, then 25 plus 8 is 33. And 500 add 292 is 792. Divide by 33 now. So 792 divided by 33 gives you 24. That's a nice number. And I might run out of space a bit here, so looking a little bit scruffy. Perhaps I can just go up here maybe. Yeah, I might do yours underneath, obviously. Right, so x is 24. So again, I think I will put this into equation 2 because I don't like negative numbers really. All right. So I'm going to put it into equation 2 again. Now remember, okay, equation 2 is here. 4x means 4 times x. So 4 times 24 is 96. Plus 5y is 146. Subtract the 96 and you get 50. Then divide by 5 and you get y equals 10. Okay, so because my work is a bit scruffy there, let me highlight the answers. Y is 10 and x is 24. So yeah, that's done there. So the main task is on a worksheet. So have a go at the worksheet and then come back when you're ready for the checking question. Oh, there's also a challenge question as well. All right. which is there. And the answers are coming soon. If you paused and have a go, there's the challenge answers. Okay. Right then, checking question. See you next slide. Pause it, write down what's important, have a go, and then come back when you're ready for the answer. Okay, welcome back. So with this one, I'm going to call the cherries C and the raspberries R, okay? And I hope you were able to write down from this first green sentence that 3C plus 5R equals 66.1 or 0.10 because Poppy spends £66.10. So 3 kilograms of cherries and 5 kilos of raspberries must equal that. I've taken a note off the end because it's all the same. I call that equation 1. From the yellow sentence and this bit here, hopefully you were able to write down 4C and 7R equals 91. I call that equation 2. To match the R's up, okay, I went for 35 because 35 is the smallest number in the 7 times table and the 5 times table. So top equation, I times by 7, and you get 21C plus 35R. Well, before, I forgot what the answer is though. It is going to be 462.7, which looks scary, but remember with a calculator, no biggie. For that equation 3, this one times by 5, 20C plus 35R, I think that's 455. Again, same signs subtract, see? And again, because 21 is bigger than 20, I will do equation 3, take away equation 4 this time. And 21 take away 20 is just 1. So you're going to get 1C, or just C, gives you 7.7. Okay, remember though, because this is money, £7.70 for 1 kilo of cherries. Maybe then I'll put it into, well, they're both quite nice. I'll put it into equation 2, mainly because it's a whole number. Into equation 2. And now see, 4 times C is 4 times 7.7, which is 30.8, plus 7R equals 91. Subtract the 30.8, and you get 60.2. Divide by the 7, and you get that 1 kilo of raspberries is 8.6 or £8.60. And make sure you answer the question now, which is here. The total cost of 10 kilos of cherries and 1 kilo of raspberries. So all they want is 10C plus 1R. All right, so that's going to be 10 times 7.7 plus 8.6 because C is 7.7 or £7.70 and R is £8.60. So 77 plus 8.6 gives you £85.60 altogether. Okay, there we are. Oh, we just made it. All right, so thanks for listening and watching. Stay safe. See you soon.